How's it going, everyone? Tim Bennett here with Cinematics. Today I'm going to answer two questions for you guys. Number one, what is Auto HDR? And number two, how does it work? That's coming up right now. All right, so basically Auto HDR is an AI image editor, primarily geared towards real estate photos. So basically you can go to AutoHDR.com and you can take a look at the interface. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit what that kind of looks like. But yeah, it's basically just an AI photo editing platform. All right, let's answer the next question. How does Auto HDR work? So if you are still editing, if you're a real estate photographer, you're still editing your own photos, please stop. Basically what this software does is it edits your brackets, your bracketed shots, either JPEG or RAW, and it also does all your verticals and make sure everything's square. It does your color grading, hue and saturation, sets black point, basically adjust everything in those files to make them look ready to deliver. You can also go in and make tweaks. I'll show you the interface here in a little bit, but yeah, it does all the heavy lifting for you. What I usually do when I'm done is do a final quality check, maybe bring them into Lightroom. You know, every now and then the AI will, you know, add something like, you know, something small. Maybe like I noticed some of the can lights in the ceiling. Sometimes the images, you'll see an extra one there, remove it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, this is such a huge time saver, guys. So if you're interested, basically leave me a comment and I'll get you guys set up with 30 free credits. But yeah, it's definitely time to put down the mouse and Photoshop and Lightroom. I use them really very scarcely nowadays just to do my quality controls. That's it, which really you can do most of the stuff I'm talking about, removing the can light, stuff like that, in Auto HDR. It's got a remove tool as well. But yeah, that's basically how it works. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk you through really quick, show you how I used to edit my photos on use Lightroom. So launching Lightroom, gonna select just one bracketed set of an interior image. I would typically right click, export to Luminar. I like to do my merging HDR, used to do them in Luminar, so this is what I used to have to do. And this is just for one image. You're gonna see how long this takes. Basically I had to combine these 5 exposures, which it'll do here in a second. Just correcting auto align and chromatic abrasion, and I think just, yeah, distortion correction right there. Okay, I would hit merge. It's going to come out with an image. You can batch process these when you do this, but it's still very time consuming. So this is the final image here. I would basically export this, save, and it'll export back to Lightroom. Show you guys basically my process. I'm going to go through and straighten my verticals first. Okay, once I'm done with that, go through and start doing basic corrections, exposure. Here's the color balance here, taking a reading off a neutral area. Then I go through and bump up the exposure a little bit. Maybe give it a little bit of contrast. Clarity. A little bit of dehaze for out the windows. A little vibrance. This is basically what I used to do before Auto HDR, is I literally would come through here and do all this. Now I'm just removing a little bit of yellow out, a little too much yellow in these lights, and then you can see a little bit of yellow haze up here. I can easily draw that out, but for this tutorial I'm not going to show you guys that. Yeah, a little bit of sharpening down here. I think that's probably good for this one. Don't know if I would do much more. A little bit more, maybe a little bit higher on the shadows. A little bit of bump there. Alright guys, now I'm done with that. I'm going to open up Auto HDR. Just go to AutoHDR.com. This is the interface here. Hit upload. Browse your files. I'm going to show you guys how to... I'm just going to grab that same bracket so I can basically compare these two. After Auto HDR is done generating this, I will show you guys what it looks like, and then at the very end I'll compare it to my Lightroom outputs. Okay, so here's the bracket. Uploading these 5, I'm going to hit test. I am going to use the new model, the beta, down here below. You guys will get a chance to see what that looks like. Usually takes, I don't know, on these about a minute or two to get them out. Alright, that image is done. That took about 2 minutes. Take a look and see what this looks like real quick. Alright, yeah, very clean. I'm very happy with this new model, this new version 4 beta model. Really, really clean looking, high-end look to it. The colors are amazing. Even the outdoor window pulls are just super clean. So I'm going to download this image in a second here. And then I'm going to compare these side by side. You guys will be able to see this. Alright, that's downloaded. So, compare these real quick. Open them up here. Put them side by side for you guys. You can see here that yellow kind of color cast. I could have removed it, but that would have took me even more time in Lightroom, so I just left it. But you can see here it's not even an issue. Auto HDR removed it. Browns are much deeper here. Look at the outside view. Doesn't have that misted look. It just looks clean, natural. Super clean and sharp over here. Alright guys, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment. Are you guys ready to get rid of Photoshop and Lightroom? Are you using Auto HDR yet? If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a shot. You can do a free trial. Leave me a comment down below, comment HDR. I'll send you some free credits. I think it's 30 free credits. And yeah, this is a huge time saver and you guys won't regret it. We'll see you guys at the next one.